What is good, guys? It's Rey-Jay back with another video, and in this one I want to break down what's going on with Tesla, SPY, Nvda, the QQQ, and a couple of other tickers. I'm going to break down what's going on with the economic calendar, what's happening with the news affecting the markets, and why we're going to have some very, very big catalysts coming out, which are going to affect how SPY, the QQQ, and all these tickers end up moving. But before I begin down all this information, before I get into any more details, let me just mention a couple of things. Firstly, I am not a financial planner, so take nothing I say as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please check out the Moomoo link, which is down below in the description. If you sign up for Moomoo, the link down below, and deposit $100 into the account, you are guaranteed up to 5 free stocks. If you deposit $1,000, you're guaranteed up to 15 free stocks, and the offer ends very soon. Anyways, now let's break down what's going on with the market. Looking at SPY, we saw this thing actually kind of drop a bit and pump to a new all-time high before coming back down, and now we could see a potential bounce off this support right here. But overall, we're in a very, very critical state for SPY. So I'm going to break down some important levels on this a little bit later on, but I want to talk about a very, very important warning I have for everyone. Going into tomorrow, we have initial jobless claims and some GDP numbers coming out in the morning before market open. So this is going to likely contribute to the way the market opens, causing us to either gap up or gap down. The GDP numbers are very important because they're going to give us more insights on whether or not we're getting closer to a recession, if there's more economic contractions and factors like that. On top of that, I just want to mention that for Wednesday, right, the day of Wednesday, which is going to be today, after the market closes, we have Tesla's earnings alongside IBM's. Tesla's is going to be the most important one, so it's happening today after market close, and this is going to cause a very, very big move in my opinion. When it comes to Tesla's earnings, we are going to be looking out for some very important factors. We're going to be listening to what Elon Musk is going to be saying about his voting control. He said he wants about 25% of the voting control to be more focused on AI and such. He also mentioned other factors about them. We're going to be watching what Tesla's EPS and revenue is and how their deliveries are looking moving forward. We're going to be looking at margins, operating costs, and other factors like that. And also, let's see if there are any hints about Tesla's next vehicle that could be coming out. Now, there are reports today that came out, and they're saying based off the filing reports that Tesla might end up essentially, they might be announcing basically a new model that could be coming out, the $25,000 model. There's a real possibility that that could end up being the case, and if it is the case, that's going to be great for Tesla. Is it going to be coming out in mid-2025? It's a possibility. If Tesla gives us more insights on this, it's going to be very important. Now, Tesla is also extremely heavily shorted. It's one of the most shorted stocks in the world right now, and the question is, are we about to see a massive short squeeze, or is Tesla about to collapse? In my opinion, it's going to be making at least a 20-point move. I think that, guys, I apologize. It's going to be making a 20-point move. We're going to either see this thing pump very, very hard, or it's going to dump really hard. And whatever way Tesla goes, it's going to have a big effect on the market. Just like how Netflix had a big effect on SPY today, Tesla's going to have a big effect on it as well. So what is Tesla going to do, in my opinion? It's very simple. So as I mentioned in my earlier video, we might see Tesla just kind of shop around, even drop a little bit. And that's what Tesla's been doing. It's been shopping quite a bit, not really doing much today. But here's the thing. When earnings comes out, okay, if we're bullish, okay, I think Tesla's going to be running to at least 225 to 227 if we get a massive, massive run to the upside, okay? That's always a possibility. Tesla could announce something that causes it to squeeze shorts. Maybe that ends up happening. If Tesla misses on earnings or something bad happens to Tesla, their margins aren't the best, there's more fear. If Tesla collapses, it could be dropping all the way down to 190 a share. A big drop to the 190s could be coming. Now, I had Tesla calls, but I ended up closing them. I ended up taking profits today. I was thinking about playing it, but I decided not to because, if anything, it's like a gamble. So, honestly, guys, looking at the Tesla premiums, they've been jacked up. Why? Because we're approaching earnings and implied volatility is going up. So with this potentially happening, we're going to see a big IV crush, meaning that the premiums are very expensive right now. And if you're holding the same position, and let's just say Tesla doesn't make a massive move, right, you're going to lose money because premiums are so expensive for options. Now, there are different strategies you could take to kind of like offset this, from selling covered calls or doing something different. But with all due respect, it's still a gamble. That's the honest truth. I don't know what Tesla's going to announce. I don't know what they're going to cause. I don't know if Tesla's going to run up or end up tanking. Anything could happen during its earnings. So for that reason, I just want to warn everyone, this is your last chance. The market's going to close in a little bit over an hour from the time I'm recording this. If you want to hold overnight a Tesla position, I'm not referring to shares because I'm referring to like options, day trading, and such. If you want to hold overnight, it's your choice. Maybe you'll make money, maybe you won't. If you don't want to hold overnight, if you want to just play it safe, that's also your choice. Maybe it could also work out very well. But the point I'm trying to get at is the fact that there's so much going on with Tesla, and we don't truly know what it's going to end up doing. So the best thing to do is just try to be calm, cool, and collected, wait, and see how it goes. If you want to hold overnight, it's your choice, but it's going to be risky. That's my honest assessment of this. Could you make a lot of money? Maybe you will, maybe you won't, who knows? But it's a gamble, so just be very, very careful. This is your last chance, your last warning. I'm warning everyone, do what you have to do. If you want to hold anything involving Tesla overnight, it could be risky. Now, the same thing also applies with SPY. So, as a reminder, Tesla, in my opinion, will reach the 220s where it's going to be taking to the 190s. I don't know which way it's going to go, so I'm not going to honestly risk it. I'm not going to be gambling on Tesla, in my honest opinion. You could if you want to, it's your choice. But I just want to give you a warning. For SPY, it's essentially the same thing. So, SPY reached, it went a little bit into the 488s before getting this rejection. We have resistance at 488. We have support at 486. If you lose that, the next critical support is around 485. So if SPY is bullish, especially after Tesla's earnings comes out, we're going to be looking for a nice push all the way up into the 490 plus area. If Tesla runs very hard, I think SPY could push higher. If it's the opposite, if Tesla collapses and the market ends up sinking, we could see SPY end up sinking back down, all the way down into the lower levels, 484, 483, all the way down there. Now, if you want to hold something overnight, it's your choice. But don't forget, we also have the GDP numbers coming out before market open and initial jobless claims. So it's risky technically to hold overnight. If you want to hold something overnight, maybe you can make a lot of money. You could do very, very well. But it's your choice, guys. It could be risky. So I just want to give you guys that warning. As far as SPY goes, it kind of popped. Now it's kind of dropping, but it's going to attempt to bounce here at 486 possibly. We're going to be watching this support just to see how well it holds. It actually did break out to a new all-time high. I was anticipating it to push up, then just trade sideways. It's been sideways in a range technically, but it ended up dropping a little bit lower than what I was expecting. Other than that, it's been kind of stationary within this range from the pre-market. Otherwise, it's just stuck. So it's going to likely remain within this range for the rest of the day. Watch support at 486 and 485. Watch resistance right over here at 487.25, followed by 488. Those are going to be the key levels to be watching for. Be very careful, guys. Don't forget, I have a big warning for everyone. If you want to hold overnight, it's your choice. If not, it's up to you as well. On the QQQ, it's the same thing. If we're bullish, you want to see this thing basically break out. If Tesla helps this thing pump, we could be breaking out into the 430s. If we're bearish after Tesla's earnings, we could be coming back down to 424, even 422. In my opinion, as of right now, we're kind of chopping in the 427s. We're just very sideways right now, but we're still holding up quite nicely, especially thanks to Nvda. I'll be watching how it performs for the rest of the day. It might just chop around this range for now, but then watch and see what happens as we approach the very, very big event, Tesla's earnings. For Nvda, we got a very, very nice pump all the way up to about 630. Then we came back down towards 616. I would say that it's very important to watch our levels on Nvda. Nvda made a monstrous move all the way up to about 628. That's absolutely insane. And we're still on a very, very strong uptrend. There's no sign of Nvda breaking down just yet. This thing is continuing to squeeze shorts, continuing to see buyers stepping in, thanks to the AI hype and all this bullish news. But if anything, we're going to be watching support at 616. If we lose that, our next support is going to come all the way down at these levels. We have 612.5 and 610 below that as critical supports. For resistance, you're going to be watching 620. We break above that, there's 625, followed by 628. As of right now, Nvda is still on a strong uptrend. It has dropped just a little bit, but we're still shuffling from the 620s. Nvda is still favoring the bulls, so just be very careful. And we will see how it reacts to Tesla's earnings by tomorrow. For Aapl got a very, very nice pump approaching 196. but then it rejected, and now it's trading sideways at the 195s. It might just trade sideways for now in the 195s. If we're really bullish, you want to see it break above the highs we made. It technically did do this. It made an attempt to break out, but then it failed. So it is just shuffling for now. If we're bearish, you want to see it lose 194.4, then eventually 193.5. If we're bullish, you want to see it basically break out, try to get above 195.7, and eventually try to get back above these highs right here to push up to 197. If anything, it's been trading sideways. It's kind of stuck within this range. So the best thing to do is just be very patient and wait and see what it does. But for now, it's kind of shuffling. It's very, very stuck within this range, going back and forth and back and forth. Overall, with the market cooling off a bit, this did come down, but it's still holding around the 195s. The best thing to do is be very, very patient, remain calm, cool, and collected, and we will see how things end up going from here. With that being said, guys, I give you guys a warning. If you want to hold something overnight, it could work out very well. You can make a lot of money. If not, if you don't want to risk it or gamble, then it's your choice as well. I wanted to just give you guys the warning, but with that being said, please have a great day, guys. Remain calm, cool, and collected, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you, and peace out.